Come back to Deadfire, my friends. It's all about Sealed Fate, a quest that gives us in control of a satchel that this man, Degnos, lost at the Luminous bathhouse, and that he wanted to receive, to know what he should do to betray his captain, Aveta. And the question is what we should do. Maybe we can talk to Aveta, find out what kind of person she is and which faction she belongs to, because Degnos belongs to the Principe. And he wants to take over the ship. That's what we found out from the satchel. Let's see.
Where is my seal? Postinago, did you take it again?
She grabs Degnos by the arm and shakes him. He winces and ducks his head, making no move to escape her grip. She doesn't seem to be the finest person.
You will feel the bite of the cat's tail if you have lost it, boy.
Temorina, married woman. Have you ever known to abuse to engender loyalty, Temorina?
Who would dare speak to me thus?
She looks you over once, furrows her brow, then rounds on Degnos, poking him in the chest with her index finger.
Is this Nazanali a friend of yours, Degnos?
An acquaintance only, Casita. From the Luminous bathhouse.
He carefully avoids your eyes and shrugs self-consciously.
First you waste my servant's time, and now you have the gall to waste mine as well.
She stares at you, hawk-eyed, down her long nose, and raises her brow, likely expecting you to quaver before her. Forget it. Nah. No, we're not gonna help her. No way.
A cozy Fentre. You have found the satchel?
Yeah, but you've got some explaining to do.
It is not as you must think. Complanca, hear me out.
His gaze slides off your face as if he's not able to meet your eyes. A slight sweat dampens his brow and he worries the hem of his tunic. Should he end his scheming? That's the question, really. But that captain seems to be the most terrible captain ever. Hard to tell. We're on the side of the common man, and in this case the Principe are, all people are on the side of this common man, Degnos. It's not my place to interfere in your plans.
Diverus! Perfetto! This is magnificent!
A smile breaks across Degnos' face.
I am in your debt, Amico. Truly.
He takes your hands in a tight, sweaty grip.
Please, take this. You do not know what you have done for me.
He hands you a few coppers, a sheepish grin stretched across his face. 37 copper! Well, we knew.
I will reward you properly someday. You will see.
Yeah, you better do that, because 37 copper... That's not much. 37 copper, are you kidding me? Okay. I mean, okay. There's something else we wanted to do. We'll now go to the Wild Mare. Because there's still a lot to do we can do before we leave for Port Mage again. And some of it is on the upper floor of the Wild Mare, because there's some interesting people up there that I'd like you to meet. They are, well, renting their bodies out, but that's not all there is to it. Oh, and look at that. Let's just talk to everyone here. Who is that? He's got a name, but he's no special one. Assume the position. What? Who is this man now?
See something you like?
All right. He's an elf or something. The dancer turns to greet you, a coy smile tugging at his lips. He's short for an elf, but no less graceful for his lacking height. His long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the wash of color in his cheeks.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
No, but we want to find out more about you, because we're just interested in people. and helping them. Tell me about yourself.
I suppose.
He looks at you with a newly critical eye.
I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Neketaka. As you can see, I stayed.
What kind of incident?
A handful of my fellow students got up to a bit of mischief that ended with several people dead.
His gaze lingers on the floor, the cushions, the tables, anywhere but your face. After a moment, he shrugs, offering no further explanation.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
No,
I suppose. I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, same as any of the courtesans here, I imagine.
He brushes his hair back from his face with a sigh. His long-suffering smile says he's answered this question many times before.
I showed an aptitude. I trained with a master, and when I was ready, I began accepting clients of my own.
There has to be more to your story than that.
There is more to every story.
He cants his head to the side, inspecting you with a narrowed eye.
But the rest of it belongs to me, and I don't care to share it. Till later, then.
All right. Well, then. Got a little bit to think about. Let's go for a little bit more sleight of hand and intimidation. And now, new power level. Abilities for both classes. What do we have here? Penetrating Strike. Fighter strikes their target with devastating force, gaining significant additional penetration during the attack. That's cool. I mean, but we could also improve our discipline barrage. That would make a lot of sense, probably. Let's see. Would gain acute 5 intellect. And aware and acute for 2 rounds. So our spells get improved as well. And if discipline strikes, will be intuitive for 2 rounds instead. Getting the aware inspiration for a short time. 50% of grace is converted to hits and 25% of hits converted to crits. Oh, and concentration. Yeah, we get concentration from this as well. But this also gives us, apart from aware, we get hit to crit. Yeah, that's more belonging to our build, probably. What do we have here? Rapid recovery. Would give us more health regenerated, which is good. Snake's reflexes, bear's fortitude, combat, yeah, bull's will, that's all good. Hold the line, we don't need that. Determination is useful. Very useful. 20 defenses against these kinds of things. Tactical barrage. Acute gives 5 intellect. And +1 power level. But I think we're gonna be more focused on discipline strikes. Just getting more crit damage in. Here we go. That's for the rogue thing, and now... that was the fighter thing, I mean. Now for the rogue. Finishing blow. Rogue looks to finish off an injured opponent with a precise deadly strike that increases in damage the more health the target is missing. That could be cool. Smoke Whale is of course also good. Striking the Bell. Rogue strikes their target violently in the head, interrupting them. It's good, it's good. I mean, it's more... That is more over time, right? That would be against the boss, but we don't have that many things we can do against the boss. The question is, should we go for Blinding Strike and then Gouging Strike or something like that? But Blinded is only going to last 2 rounds, which is just not that sustainable. Hobbled also only 2 rounds. There has to be a way to get Guile back, otherwise we're not gonna care that much. I mean, one ability would be good, probably. Like the Arterial or the Debilitating Strike, even. That would be cool, that combination, but there could be more. There could be more. Deep Pockets. 2 additional quick item slots. Combat Focus is nice. Bull's Will is nice. Riposte. Rogue looks for openings to counterattack in combat. Incoming melee attacks that target deflection and miss have a chance of allowing an instant full attack riposte. Now that's something really good, I think. Yeah. We'd like that. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be really great. Riposte combined with Discipline Strikes. That sets us up for something really cool. There's something hidden here, look at that. The Huana Charm Belt. 15% stride, 1 survival. Whom to give that to? Apart from holding up one's trousers. Yeah, 15% stride, 1 survival. Survival, that would be for her, right? And 15% stride also doesn't hurt. Cailvassa with a new and pretty cool girdle.
I'll handle
A lot of books that we can take. What's on that table? Yeah, let's talk to more people here. Who is that? A young woman reclines on the cushions, a hookah hose held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself. Her voice is soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber.
Skilber. Greetings from Oswald. I saved him.
Not from something too dangerous, I hope.
Well...
Please, accept my thanks. He's a kind old man. I would have mourned to see something terrible happen to him.
She clasps your hands and hers and gives them a little squeeze.
I have little to give you in thanks. Perhaps you'd be amenable to some establishment gossip.
She raises a well-sculpted brow and gives you a cheery little wink.
Constantin, the masseuse, longs to wander the world again. Every time he threatens to leave, Gintel begs him to stay, and every time he promises to remain for just a month more. I wonder what he hopes to find out there. Have you come to hear some verse?
Tell me about yourself first.
It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure.
A teasing smile pulls at the corner of her lips. Her voice is wistful, almost melancholic.
My troop were my family, and we traveled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences.
It sounds a pleasant life.
The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin.
She gives you a pained smile and looks away.
I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. I could not give that up.
Well, never mind.
Farewell.
Thank you. And who is this one? A godlike, a fire godlike woman polishes a pair of stocks, tending to them with the fondness of a mother for her favorite child. The room is dim, illuminated only by the glow of her steel-forged skin. Her eyes burn with the light of Margaret's fire. When she hears you enter, she shoots you a look of utter contempt.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
Tell me about yourself.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this.
She leans back against the wall of chains. They clank and rattle, and she smiles at the sound.
Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others. To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength. But we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again.
She wraps a chain around her arm and tugs. The steel links glow red with forged fire where they touch her skin. Okay, no more questions. What do we have here?
I'll see it.
Something to take. A burly dwarven man hums a jaunty tune to himself as he fastidiously organizes his collection of scented oils. When he hears you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and a humongous outstretched hand. His grip is strong and sure.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Ha!
He slaps his knee with a bark of laughter.
Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
He wipes a tear from his eye, still chuckling.
Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
How did you end up here?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
He crosses his thick arms over his chest. A slight blush spreads across his cheeks. Yeah, indulge me.
Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Ha! Not meant for delicate work.
He turns his hands palm up for you to inspect. Just one is easily large enough to cover your entire face.
Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in Aumaua and death godlike.
He nods to himself. Do you like your work? No. You seem bored here.
I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could.
Gives you a nervous chuckle and scratches at his beard.
The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean?
What's life without a little excitement?
Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window.
He nods vigorously. You could come with me.
Where to?
He raises an inquisitive brow, his larger hands previously dancing with restless energy still. You know that 700-foot-tall statue made of Adra? I'm going after it.
No kidding.
He nearly drops a bottle of massage oil in his excitement.
I like to see something like that for myself.
He sighs, a wistful edge in his voice.
Do you think I could come with you? Just for a bit.
Grab your things then and let's go.
Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
And what kind of man is that? Let's see, we could have a chanter, a barbarian, or a howler. Howler sounds fun. Subclass Skald. Let's go for that. Just pick him up. It's not that important. We'll just have him along. I've explained why I do this. So, some interesting people to meet. Now, let's leave again for Queen's Berth. And let's see what else we can do here. Still. Let's have a look. I mean, we should still go to Delver's Row, and we should heed the last request of Muhai. So there's definitely that. And that's what we're gonna do in the next episode. One of these two things. Let's go on the road again. And then bring Muhai to rest, probably. Have a great time until next time and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon and happy gaming.